Amid rising global tensions driven by geopolitical conflicts and shifting military alliances, strategic airbases have become centers of intense activity. At one such major military base, pilots and crew members of the C-17 Globemaster II prepare for a critical mission. With determined steps and focused expressions, the pilots head toward the flight line, fully suited in their gear, a clear reflection of the urgency of the moment. Meanwhile, the ground crews are equally occupied. They meticulously inspect every technical component of the massive C-17 aircraft, from hydraulics and avionics to engines and fuel systems, ensuring everything is in perfect working order. Complete readiness is essential, as each mission could be vital to saving lives and delivering military assets to conflict zones. Precision and distance. The atmosphere on base is silent but charged with tension. Though there are no blaring alarms, the sense of high alert is unmistakable. Communication between personnel is swift and efficient, as if they've been training for this very moment their entire careers. Everyone knows their role in a larger system, and there's no room for error in these crucial preparations. The C-17 itself serves as the backbone of strategic airlift operations, capable of transporting troops, combat vehicles, or massive amounts of humanitarian aid to nearly any location on the globe. In times like these, its presence symbolizes both strength and readiness. Each movement of the aircraft is executed under strict protocols and close oversight. As the pilots climb into the cockpit and the ground crew gives the final all clear, the tension at the base peaks. The engines roar to life, signaling the aircraft's imminent departure. In a world filled with uncertainty, one thing remains constant. The Air Force is always ready anytime. As the C-17 slowly begins to taxi toward the runway, all eyes follow its movement with silent respect and anticipation. Inside the cockpit, the pilots run through their final checklists with laser-sharp focus, aware that their mission could take them deep into hostile or unpredictable territory. For the men and women involved, this is more than just another flight. It is a commitment to duty, a display of strength, and a clear signal to the world that they are prepared to act when called upon. With clearance from the control tower, the pilots gently steer the massive aircraft toward the end of the runway. The sheer size of the C-17 is awe-inspiring, and yet the crew handles it with remarkable precision. Final communications between the flight deck and ground control confirm all systems are go. The flaps are extended, the engines are throttled up, and the aircraft is now poised like a giant waiting to be unleashed.
Two's out, same by one. Three on the right. Yep. Okay. Still same out, just like remember. Going on to cycle it.
As the C-17 lines up with the runway centerline, there is a moment of silence in the cockpit, a calm before the storm. Then, with a surge of raw power, the pilots push the throttles forward to full takeoff thrust. The four Pratt & Whitney F-117 engines roar to life, vibrating through the entire airframe. The aircraft begins its charge down the runway, accelerating steadily under the immense force of 160,000 pounds of thrust. Inside the cockpit, the atmosphere is intense but controlled. The pilot calls out key airspeeds 80 knots, checked, V1, rotate, and with a smooth motion, the nose of the aircraft lifts off the ground. Moments later, the wheels leave the runway entirely, and the giant bird takes to the skies. Cheers aren't heard, but pride and professionalism fill the hearts of everyone on board and on the ground. Another successful launch, perfectly executed. Far above the base, the pilots adjust altitude and heading, entering controlled airspace and linking up with command operations. For them, there is no time to relax. Their focus now shifts to the mission ahead, navigating international air corridors, monitoring potential threats, and delivering what their nation asks of them. In a world gripped by tension, the C-17 in flight is a soaring symbol of determination, unity, and global reach.